the team that can be the surprise division winner is which, do you think?
Yeah, that's a great question because it feels as though a lot of the teams that made the playoffs last year, in the NFC at least, are pretty well positioned to get back there this season. You know, the Packers and the NFC North feel like their path is fairly clear. We all believe in the Bucs again. Same thing for the Rams. And then the Cowboys and Eagles. One of those two teams seems likely to win the NFC East. So, you know, I don't know if Baltimore is really a surprise. So I think they're probably too trendy. Maybe that's too much of the low-hanging fruit for me to grab. But a team that finished with a losing record last year at 8-9, a team that obviously stumbled to the finish, largely due to injuries and the fact that Lamar Jackson was not available for them. That will be my team. But I think maybe if I'm going to pick maybe a bigger surprise, I suppose if your Raiders pick is accurate, that might be a bigger surprise, not because the Raiders were worse than the Ravens last year. They were a playoff team, but just because the mountain they'd have to climb over in the AFC West this year would be more significant. The AFC is, and you've been covering this league for a long time, I can't recall a year in which the AFC or any conference, either conference, has ever had this kind of depth, 1 through, maybe not 16, but maybe like 1 through 13 or 14. It's a really, really deep year.
I got one for you. How about Philadelphia? What do you think about them? What about the Eagles?
Yeah, no, I'd be in on Philly as well. And, you know, every year during the offseason, because the NFL offseason is longer than any other sport, we have a ton of time to not just see moves play out, but also think about a variety of moves and develop and formulate opinions. And sometimes we try to find the opinion that no one else has shared before and be super unique. And then sometimes I come back to the same things that I thought at the beginning of the offseason. And that's where I'm at with the Eagles, is that I like a lot of what they did. A.J. Brown is a bona fide star receiver, and I thought that in the draft they got better in a hurry with Jordan Davis in the first round, potentially Nakobe Dean, his college teammate, in the third round being an instant starter. But Jalen Hurts is kind of a ceiling setter for Philadelphia, right? I think we all agree they're going to be pretty good this year. If Jalen Hurts takes a step forward and looks like a much evolved player from where he was against Tampa in that playoff game last year, then Philly could push for 12 wins and be a division winner. And because their division is not as stacked as perhaps the NFC West, like they could be, they could at least compete for a top 3 record in the NFC this year, and it shouldn't surprise any of us.